Deontay, there are boxing matches, as you know, and then there are events. Like I was talking about, this is an event. Spencer Crawford is a huge fight where non-boxing fans are interested. What are you looking forward to the most out of tomorrow's fight?
Tomorrow's fight, I'm just looking forward to the most of so many people all over the world, whether it's stateside or whether it's countryside, coming hand in hand and joining together just to have a great time, great moment in time at this event. It's so much chaos and corruption going on in the world. And I just want to see a whole bunch of people from different cultures to gather around and see, it come from one to come to one special event to see a special fight occur in history, and everyone come out safely and everyone goes back home as well as the same way that they came. That's exactly what I want to see, because the fight itself, it's going to be a treat for whether you're going for either side. I feel boxing wins overall, the fans wins overall. So it's going to be a hell of a fight, and I'm looking forward to it. But my prayer, most of all, is that everybody come with great spirit, great energy, positive believing, positive speaking, and with all the positivity equals positive results. You know what I mean? And that's what I want ultimately.
We're going to have you run for mayor of Tuscaloosa pretty soon, Deontay, man. Like, you sound, I like, man, this kumbaya, man, this spirit. I'm going to have TJ send you some of his candles over there, man, because you got this good zen going on right now, man. Hey, but you know what? A lot of people, like non-boxing fans, you want to add, boxing wants to add their fans, right? Boxing may not be what it used to be in the 80s, maybe the 70s, 80s, and 90s when Tyson was there or whatnot, but we still have these big fights, like your showdowns with Fury, big fights. For Floyd fights, that's always been a big fight. This is a showdown, right? So is there added pressure for a boxer to not only have a good bout to win the fight, but also put on a show when non-boxing fans are watching so that you can win them over in fights like this?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say it definitely added pressure, but depends on how experienced you have been at the top. It kind of ease it a little bit. If you'd have done this many times, fighting for titles, seeing different crowds, going to different countries and stuff like that, it becomes a little bit easier. But if this is your first big rodeo and you don't know what to expect, it can be a bit of pressure because you want to do well. You want to do everything that you've been preparing for this very moment in time, and you know that the world is watching, so you don't want to let no one down. Especially your loved ones and the ones that's close to you. And it definitely becomes added pressure to it. So, that what makes it worth the while, in the end, when you become victorious. And you look around and like, man, I accomplished everything. And it was a good time. And even if your goals don't be met, you can always say, man, we lived to see another day, and it was a great moment in time, and we made history as well. So, overall, it's a beautiful thing when you're the fighter and people come to see and witness your greatness. I always say we all have greatness in us. But greatness is only determined by service.
Absolutely. A fight of this magnitude, you also want to live up to expectations, and a lot of people have high expectations on this fight because you got two of the best pound for pound, maybe the top two pound for pound out there right now, undefeated welterweight champions on the line, fighting in their prime right now. So it seems divided. I can ask one person who they got, they'll say Errol Spence, but, and the other person will say Terence, but. So it's not something that's just like all in on either fighter. So who you got and why?
Yeah, I'm going with Spence. I'm going with Earl. That's my guy. That's my stablemate. He's been supporting me since the beginning, and I'm reciprocating the love right back to him. Both of them guys are great fighters. We can't take nothing from them, and I'm glad that this fight is officially and finally happening. After all the years of just waiting in the anticipation to be announced for this to happen. So, but yeah, I gotta go with my guy. Most of the time I'm on the fence with certain fights and stuff like that. Not that sometimes I really don't really care about who wins. I just want to see a great fight, and I want to see these guys leave and go home to their families at the end of the night. As a fighter, looking in, because we risk our lives for others' entertainment all the time. And people brush that aside because they want to feed their flesh and need, or they want to see someone get beat up or fight. But we risk our lives, and that's the ultimate price that we pay. And, I appreciate all fighters that step across that ring.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.